You guys, I just made some Japanese cheesecake. One is plain and one had powdered sugar on top. If you're interested in learning how to make it the way I did, stay tuned and I'll show you how. I'm going to go over the ingredients first, and I'll list the actual measurements down below so you guys don't have to write it down. But I have eggs there, milk, cream cheese, half a lemon, sugar, all-purpose flour, vanilla extract, cream of tartar, cornstarch, and unsalted butter. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is over medium heat, I'm gonna warm up or melt the cream cheese, the butter, and the milk. So I'm gonna keep doing this until everything smooths out, and then I'm gonna let it cool while I work on a different part of the batter. Okay, so you want everything to be nice and well combined and smooth like this. Make sure there's no lumps in it. You may find some bubbles from the stirring. That's fine because it'll just pop, but you don't want any lumps of the cream cheese to remain in there. Otherwise, your batter won't be smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna set it aside and let it cool. Okay, so for the next part, I'm gonna whisk together the egg yolks. Let me try to get the rest of the eggs out. The vanilla extract and the juice of half of a lemon. I like to do it both ways, just get all the juices out. Okay, after that is all nice and a little fluffy, I'm gonna add in that milk mixture that I made earlier, and then I'm just gonna whisk all of that together also. Okay, and now that everything is well combined, I'm going to add the flour. Okay, and then the cornstarch will get added in afterwards. So this is the flour. And then I'm going to add in the cornstarch and then make sure everything's nice and combined. Okay, now that that part is done, I'm going to prepare the egg whites now. This is what gives the batter a really fluffy texture. So here is the egg whites. And then the cream of tartar. And then I'm just going to add in just a pinch of salt. Okay, that took about 5 minutes. So what you want is to be able to kind of just form a little bit of a peak right there. And then from there, I'm gonna slowly add in the sugar while I continue to whisk. So let me just... So that's kind of the texture you want. I'm gonna shake all that off. Okay, so now I'm gonna add these egg whites into the egg yolk batter that I made earlier, and I'm just gonna do a little at a time. And you want the softness of the egg white to remain, so don't over mix, because you want to keep the air in there. So I'm just going to do a little bit at a time, and then keep adding until everything is added in. Here. Just gently fold the egg whites in and make sure everything is evenly folded in together. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I took a couple of these round pans. This is a 6-inch spring form pan. This is just a regular steamer thing that I use for the Instant Pot. So I lined it at the bottom with wax paper and around, because the batter will rise in the oven. So I'm just gonna kind of split this as evenly as I can between the two. Okay, what I did here, I just put each of the pans in another oven safe pan. This one was the springform pan, so I wrapped it in foil so water won't somehow get in. I'm pretty sure it will still get in. I mean, without the wrapping, water can get in. So I wrapped that, and then I filled up the 2 containers with water. And I think this one might need a little bit more. There's just, let's see, there's not very much. It only comes up to here. So I'm gonna fill it up more once I put it in the oven. I just didn't want everything to spill on the way there. The oven is already preheated to 300 degrees. So I'm gonna put it in there for about half an hour. And after that, turn the heat down to about 250, and then keep going until the top gets golden brown. Okay, whoa, smoky. It's been half an hour. I just wanted to show you guys, yikes, really quick what it looks like. It's still really white. But now I'm gonna turn it down to 250, and then check back in an hour with you guys. So this is after an hour. It's still pretty, looks pretty light still. So I'm gonna put it in for another half hour at 250. See how it looks after that, and then I'll check back with you guys. It's been another 30 minutes and I did change the bake to conventional bake. I noticed that kind of makes it cook a little bit more on the inside. So I was just making sure the inside's cooked or baked. It looks like it's still not ready, so I'm gonna give it another 30 minutes in the oven at 250, and then I'll check back in 30 minutes and see how it looks. Let's see how it turned out now. Okay, so this one, I think you can't tell. This one does look okay. It's still very spongy. I think that's actually, I'm gonna turn it off now, and then I'm gonna bring it off. I didn't notice this one ran out of water, so I hope that did not affect the baking. But I'm gonna bring this out and let it cool outside on the kitchen counter. So here's what it looks like. I'm really interested to see how the results differ, because this is the dark spring form pan and this is just silver, whatever color that is. And I know a lot of people say there's a difference in cook time between the two, so I did the exact same thing and I just want to see what the results are, and I'll share that with you guys. I broke off a piece here and I tried it and it's actually really good. So I'm going to let it cool for about 15-20 minutes, and then now I will bring or turn the camera back on, take it out of the pans and let you guys see the results. Okay, while everything was cooling, I made some confectioner's sugar to drizzle on top. I normally don't like to add a lot of sugar, so I might just do that to one of them and then leave the other one bare on top. So let's see this. Oh, sweet. So it's a little bit flatter than I was hoping, but it still looks really nice. A little bit uneven, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna slide it off with the bottom here. Has wax paper, so it came off super easy. I'm just gonna leave that. Yay! That's just the crumb from the side. Okay, the next one's gonna be a little bit more tricky. Let me move this one out of the way. Let's see if I can do it here. Alrighty, I'm hoping this will just slip right off. And then you're supposed to just kind of flip it backwards onto your palm, like that. Take off the wax paper. And then that's it. Oh my god, no! Okay, so that one didn't come out really good. That's unfortunate, but I'll figure out a different way to flip it next time. Okay, I don't have a real sifter, so I'm just gonna use this thing. Let's see how this goes. Okay, yeah. Ah, that's way too much. Okay, that covers up the handprint. I'm just gonna leave the other one bare since it looks better on top. Anyhow, so that is the cheesecake.